In this lesson, we're going to learn how to multiply monomials. Let's begin by talking about what a monomial is. First off, a monomial is defined as a number, variable, or a product of a number and one or more variables. Here's some examples of what we're talking about here. -5 is a monomial because it's just a regular number. P plus Q would not be a monomial. P is a monomial and Q is a monomial, but together they are not a monomial. X would be a monomial. Notice C divided by D is not a monomial. A monomial is expressed as the product of a number and one or more variables. This is division, so that would not work. Notice that the next example, ABC to the 8th power, all divided by 5, is a monomial. Notice that ABC to the 8th power divided by 5 is the same as me saying 1/5 ABC to the 8th power. So this is a product. This is all a product. Okay? Let's talk about some rules. The first rule when we're dealing with monomials is called the product of powers. The first rule says a to the m times a to the n power equals a to the m plus n. This rule tells me that if the bases are the same, a is the base, then I can just add the exponents. So let's look at this first example. Number 1, I have 5x to the 7th times x to the 6th. I'm going to keep that 5, and then the bases of x, so that's 5x to the 7 plus 6. Well, 7 plus 6 is 13. So this would be 5x to the 13th power. In the second example here, I have 4ab to the 6th all times -7a squared b cubed. Now you're actually going to multiply these coefficients, 4 and -7. So 4 times -7 would give me -28. And then the bases of a and a squared, those two get multiplied together. So remember, a is known as a to the first, so that would be a to the 1 plus 2 power, or a cubed, and b to the 6th times b cubed will be b to the 6th plus 3, or b to the 9th power. So the final answer here is -28 a cubed b to the 9th. The next rule is called the power of a power rule. And this says a to the m power all to the n power is equal to the a to the m times n power. This is telling me that these exponents here are going to be multiplied. So in the first example, I have the quantity 4ab all squared. So that's going to tell me 4 squared, a squared, b squared. 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 2 is 2. Now we can clean this one up because we know that 4 squared is 16. So it's 16a squared, b squared, final answer. In number 2, I have the quantity 2pq to the 7th power, all carried to the 4th power. So I'm going to carry the 2 to the 4th power, and that's the same as p to the 1st. So that'd be p to the 1 times 4, or 4th power, and q to the 7 times 4, or 28th power. And again, we can clean this one up a little bit too, because 2 to the 4th power, remember, means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, so that's 4, and that's 4. So 2 to the 4th power should be 16. So that's 16 p to the 4th, q to the 28th power. Okay, let's do another example. This time we have 4cd all squared times -3d squared all cubed. First, I'm going to take this set of parentheses and square everything inside of it. So that would be 4 squared, c squared, d squared. And now I'm going to take this set of parentheses and cube everything. So that's -3 cubed, and that would be d to the 2 times 3, which is 6th power. Well, 4 squared is 16, so that's 16c squared d squared. And negative 3 cubed, remember, means negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3. So that's going to be positive 9 times negative 3. So that's negative 27 times d to the 6th power. Now I'm actually going to multiply the 16 and the negative 27 together, which is going to give me negative 432. C squared, and then d squared times d to the 6th. Remember, when you're multiplying, you add the exponent. So 2 plus 6 is 8. So the final answer is negative 432 c squared d to the 8th. In the next example I have, I'm going to start off by cubing everything inside the parentheses. So that'd be negative 2 gets cubed, and x to the 5th power gets cubed, which means I'm multiplying those exponents, so that's x to the 15th. Now I'm going to square everything inside of here. So negative 5 gets squared, then x to the 1st is squared, so 1 times 2 is 2, and y to the 6th is squared. 6 times 2 is 12. Negative 2 cubed is going to give me negative 8, x to the 15th. Negative 5 squared is going to give me 25. Bringing everything else down. So now I'm going to say negative 8 times 25, which is going to give me negative 200. X to the 15th times x squared is going to give me x to the 17th. So I'm going to add the exponents, and then I'm going to bring down y to the 12th. So it's negative 200, x to the 17th, y to the 12th. Let's try another example. Start off by carrying everything inside of the parentheses to the 4th power. So that's 2 to the 4th, and then a to the 1 times 4. Well, 1 times 4 is 4. And g to the squared power times 4. 2 times 4 is 8. And then I'll do square everything here. So that would be 3 squared, a to the 4th, g to the 6th. So 2 to the 4th power we know is 16. And 3 squared we know is 9. So now I'm going to go ahead and do 16 times 9 to give me 144. A to the 4th times a to the 4th. Remember, you're adding those exponents. So that's a to the 8th. And g to the 8th times g to the 16th. Add the exponents. 8 plus 6 is 14. So we get 144 a to the 8th, g to the 14th. And last example, we're going to cube everything inside of these parentheses. So I'm going to do 2 cubed, and then I'm going to multiply those exponents. 2 times 3 is 6. Multiply those exponents. 3 times 3 is 9. Then carry everything inside of here to the 4th power. So m to the 3 times 4 is 12. And then n to the 1st, 1 times 4 is 4. 2 cubed is 8. Bringing everything else down. 3 to the 4th we know is 81. And now I'm going to say 8 times 81, which is 648. And then m to the 6th times m to the 12th. Add those exponents since we're multiplying. 6 plus 12 is 18. And n to the 9th times n to the 4th. Add those exponents since we're multiplying. 9 plus 4 is 13. So I get 648, m to the 18th, n to the 13th.